Okay, playtime is over. I went ahead and bought this LifePO lithium iron phosphate LifePO battery, 280 amp hours. It only weighs 65 pounds, but it's like a third bigger than what I got. Got some 1/0 cable. So I will be taking out the two AGM batteries and putting this in there. And yeah, I even bought us the matching charger for it, so it keeps it at 14.6 volts or something like that. Yep, no more playing around. So if this setup doesn't give me at least halfway decent operations out of that inverter, then we'll just use the inverter at the lower levels instead of trying to max it out, which I don't think we will. But I want to use like 1,000 watts for a half hour at a time. So from what I read, this will definitely do it. So I got matching lugs for it, so I got to make that up, take that battery out, those batteries out, make up a new hold down, and get the new hold down and get everything wired back in place. So I got some work to do. Okay, got to clean up the mess, take that out, and hook everything back up. So these are still decent batteries. I think I'll try to sell them. Maybe somebody could use them as trolling motors or something like that. Or trolling, yeah, batteries for a trolling motor. So anyways, yep, got to redo this. All right, got the new fatty battery in there. Went ahead and hooked it up just for now. Just checked everything out. Seems like everything likes it. It's floating at 14.6 volts, I think. Had to redo the hold downs a little bit. Not too bad, but yeah, so a little bit lighter. So the other batteries, I don't remember if I said it, sorry, but the other batteries weighed maybe 100 pounds a piece. They're pretty freaking heavy. And this one weighs like 64, 65 pounds. So I gained about a third and then lost, geez, I don't know, a lot of weight. So that is a little better. But anyway, so we'll get started on the heavy cables and make sure everything works. Never done this before, but this is one of the lugs for that cable. And I did stay at a Holiday Inn, so I should be able to do this. Anyways, watch some YouTube guys do this. It looks like you just melt in a bunch of solder in here, and then you shove the cable in there, and should be okay. So I guess I'm gonna try that. So let's see what happens. Okay. Got the cables rerouted. So I have 1/0 cables that I routed, and I'm going to go ahead and put this thing under pressure a little bit. I'm trying to start with the fan, which shouldn't be nothing. Currently it says 14.2, full battery. Let's jump it up. So the low heat is 900 watts. Wow, that's low heat, 900 watts. Battery dropped to 12.9 and is holding steady. 900 watts, holding steady. 12.9 volts. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a winner. 880 watts. I said volts, but watts. 882 watts, 12.9 on the battery, 12.8. But the battery's not dropping real fast. And pulling 800 watts. Tune up to medium. It's 1100 watts or something like that. 1200. 1200 watts. Battery is 12.5. 1144 watts. 12.5. Holding steady. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a winner. Okay, so did learn a few things. So this is the 3500 watt inverter. I had to go roughly 10 feet. I changed out the two 100 amp hour AGM batteries on, I thought it was 2-gauge wire. It may have been 4. Not really sure because it doesn't tell me. It was heavy jumper cables. It definitely was not 1-aught. I got this 280 amp hour lithium battery and 1-aught cable and soldered the ends. I don't think it's quite 10 feet. It could be 10 feet, but that's what the paperwork said as far as what I needed to run 10 feet, and it worked. So there we go. So if you're running 10 feet, 1-aught cable, if you're pulling that much, and you got to have a big enough battery bank to supply that for any length of time. We're not going to use it for any length of time. It's just for like maybe breakfast or something, so 15 minutes maybe. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I did order the matching, if I've already said this, I'm sorry. I did order the matching, oh, it does say 20 amp. I thought I ordered a 40 amp now that I'm looking at it. 20 amp charger for the LifePO battery. So yeah, got that all done. Whew, what a job. Yeah, I'm nervous as all hell. So about 19 inches down is where the water spout's got to go. And not a big fan of cutting holes in the side of the truck, but so stay away from that. I can't do the middle because there's a 2x4 there on the bed frame, so I'm going to move it this way. And gonna go right there. Oh, well, it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be any wires or anything in there. Here we go. Okay, found insulation. Okay, I got to move some of that stuff out of the way. Forgot to hit record on that. Okay, so I just kept cutting. I hit the second panel, and there's another panel. See if we can punch through, maybe. Okay, there's another panel. And it looks like that is the bed frame that's in there. Just gonna try to drill a hole, I guess, through that plywood. Or pine board on the base. Okay, there it is. We just put a hole in the truck. Well, the hose doesn't fit the breather, and even when I put the compression little spring ring tensioner thingy on it, it doesn't clamp it, it doesn't hold it. It's like way too big. Oh, so I got to run down and get some vent hose. All right, went and got some different tubing and a different fitting, because I checked and the fitting that it comes with for the tank fits the hose, so you simply can't. Oh yeah, look at that. So anyways, I had to change a couple things. Gonna pre-drill. And then we're gonna, so I didn't know how thick that was. Yep, that's gonna work. So, how about put that there, make sure that looks halfway level. Drill some holes. I'm trying to hurry because it looks like there's rain coming. It didn't come with the gasket. Sounds like a leaf blower. So yeah, it didn't come with the gasket. I am using Lexel. I've used Lexel in the past with great success, and it sticks to about anything. And I got like polar white, so that way if any of it oozes out, it won't look too bad. Nice thick bead, I think, all the way around. I'm gonna put a little bit more right here. It's like coming through the holes. I'm not really expecting that. I'm gonna put it in firm but not tight. There it is, thing of beauty. That sucker's never gonna leak. I'm afraid to wipe it with my finger. I think I'm just gonna leave it. Screw it. Okay, there it is. This is an inspection plug, and basically I got it as a sample from a guy. Anyways, so I'd used it in on the other truck, and I used it to access like cords and stuff. So I'm going to use this access to access the plug for the 20 amp battery charger. So that's what this is for. Okay, something like that. Cord is going to be sitting right here, so I can just pull the cord out and then plug it up to 110 to charge. And when I get done, I put it inside. So I will put a piece of string on there, so that way if it falls inside, I can pull the string and get it out. Kind of like a little waterproof plug. There we go. So yeah, the inlet, tightened it down on there with the fitting that I just bought. This is going to be the vent line. And then I'll go through and add the stuff for the PEX and get that situated. I'm not going to bore you with too much of that stuff until I kind of get into it. So got a lot of stuff done today, so that's kind of good over this week. Got some bad weather coming in, unfortunately. So yeah. Just keep moving forward, right? If you guys are watching this and you haven't done this stuff before, like I said, you know what? Pull the trigger, get it done. Just start and just pick off one little thing at a time. That's all you can do. So met another guy today. He took the old AGM batteries. He's kind of doing sort of the same thing. He's got an old fifth wheel he's fixing up and wanted some big batteries, and so he took the two AGMs, which is nice. Anyways, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'm not going to bug you with too much more stuff until next week. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, make sure you leave them down below. Hit the like button. Share the video with your friends. Spread the word. If you guys like following along, that's really good. You can follow me on Facebook as well at 2A Wolf. You can also send me an email if you want. It's 2awolftruck@gmail.com. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.